Hi everyone! Today I just wanted to pop in and kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with my pregnancy and my life in general. As you guys have probably noticed, I haven't put up a video in about 2 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks. And for me, that's a really long time to go without posting videos, and I've really felt terrible about it. The main reason for it is I have been incredibly sick this pregnancy. And I'm not talking about just morning sickness because I'm past that, thankfully. The big issue I've been having is for a 2-week spread there, my kids got sick with the stomach flu, and then right after they got sick, the very next week, they got sick again with a different strain of the same virus, and I got sick with it this time. And that was not good because I got incredibly dehydrated. I didn't have to go to the hospital for that, thankfully, but I was very dehydrated, and I had to spend about 3 days in bed, and a couple of days after that were just basic recuperating and trying to feel better. Unfortunately, as soon as that passed, one morning I was fully asleep in bed, woke up in extreme pain on my left side. I've had this pain before, so I automatically knew what it was. It was kidney stones. I have been suffering from kidney stones since I was 18. I started getting them in high school, and I get them every 2 to 3 years pretty regularly. I've tried changing my diet. I've tried giving up certain things. The only thing that's really causing it is that my body is highly prone to making kidney stones, and I also have to drink a lot more water than most people to prevent them, and I'm kind of terrible at fluid intake in general. I'm kind of constantly dehydrated, but I am working on that. My goal has been to drink a gallon of water a day, and it's been helping a lot, keeping my kidneys functioning better. I have not passed the stones, but after about 2 weeks, the pain decided to disappear. I have no clue where the pain went. I don't know if the stones just decided to disappear, if they passed and I didn't realize it, or if they decided to do what my stones sometimes do, is go back up and hide in my kidneys to make a reappearance, which I'm really hoping is not the case. But I did end up having 2 emergency room visits and one 24-hour hospital stay in the labor and delivery ward for observation, because my OBGYN was very concerned about doctors not taking my pain level seriously, because kidney stones and kidney infections, which I did have a slight infection, can be very dangerous during pregnancy. She was very unhappy with how dismissive a lot of the doctors were, so she wanted me in the hospital where she could check on me herself, make sure I was going to be okay, make sure they pushed a bunch of antibiotics into me, and clear up that infection, which it did clear up, and make sure that I was being properly taken care of. Now, because of the stones, I am on an antibiotic every single day for the rest of the pregnancy. I just take one, which is only a quarter of what your standard treatment dose would be, because it's a preventative dose. This is hopefully going to keep me from having any more infections during the pregnancy, because the 2 big things that are most dangerous with kidney stones in a pregnancy are infections, of course, because they can easily turn into blood poisoning, which I have had happen before, and that is not fun. I was in the hospital for about 4 days with that. Not a pleasant time. And the pain can actually be so bad that it can trigger preterm labor, which is why I was given both permission to use extra strength Tylenol, heating pads, and a narcotic painkiller if the pain got really bad. Thankfully, I didn't have to use hardly any of those, so we're doing okay. I haven't had the kidney pain for about a week, but unfortunately, about 2 days after the kidney stone pain disappeared, I started getting another pain in my hips. I haven't seen my doctor about this yet, but from the research I did, it seems like the amount of hormones in my system this time are causing my hips to expand wider than is normal when you're pregnant. And while I didn't have any hip pain with my other 3 pregnancies, for some reason I'm having extreme hip pain with this one now. Yay, go me. I've hit like every single thing that rarely happens during pregnancy. Hip pain is a little bit more normal though, but it does get painful to the point where I have to go and lay down and I can't be up for very long periods of time. My day, my schedule has completely changed. Normally I get up and I'm go, 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 go until bedtime. And that's how I run my days. Now my days have totally switched and flipped where I can be up for about 10-20 minutes at a shot, period, and then I have to go sit or lay down depending on how bad the pain is to give my hips and back and everything a chance to realign and relax. So that's why I pretty much have not been around, is because it is hard to wash my hair, it's hard to do my makeup. It's basically hard for me to function on a normal human level right now, which is terrible. Exercising obviously is non-existent. I am 20 weeks pregnant now, so yes, I am halfway through. I am going to be so happy for this baby to be born. You guys have no idea. Normally my pregnancies are hard, but they've never been this bad before. This one's definitely the hardest. So I am ready for this little baby to be here and out and everything good. And speaking of, I do have a little announcement as far as that goes. We found out we are definitely having a little boy. So that was a huge, huge shock. Me and my husband both thought we were going to definitely have a girl because all symptoms, all timing, it all pointed towards girl. And nope, he is definitely a little boy according to that ultrasound. It's one of those you cannot miss. This is a boy type of ultrasounds. But we are super excited. We have no clue what we're going to name him yet. We have no idea. Picking a boy's name is so much harder for us than picking girls' names are. So we're going to actually have to start looking through books and apps and coming up with some ideas because right now I have nothing. Let's see, weight gain. I've not gained much at all, honestly, and it's not from lack of trying. I've only gained 1 pound this pregnancy so far, 1 to 2, based on the day and how, what time of day it is, how I've been feeling that day, how hydrated I am, those are all factors. I did start this pregnancy about 10 to 15 pounds higher than my normal weight. Normally I weigh between 110 pounds and 118 pounds. It all depends on whether I'm super exercising a lot, whether I have a lot of muscle tone right then or not. So that's a big variable, but for some reason after my daughter was born, I lost all the weight, got 10 to 112, I was good, and then I went on some anxiety medication, and then when I got taken off of the anxiety medication because it was really useless when it came to controlling panic attacks and it just made me feel numb all the time. So I decided to come off of it, and I gained weight instantly. And I got up to an average of 125 to 127 pounds. And I was not able to lose that weight. I tried everything and the weight was not going away. And I think it was based on hormones and my hormones having gotten thrown off from the medication I was on. So I am keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that having the baby kind of functions as a reset for my hormones and my body goes back to its normal natural set weight, which would be amazing because I really don't do a lot to keep my weight that low. I eat junk all the time. It's just normally how I'm built. So it was actually really throwing me off that my hormones got thrown off and I gained all that weight. And I think that's why I haven't gained much weight during this pregnancy, because normally I gain an average of 30 pounds when I'm pregnant. I've delivered on the dot 140 pounds for all 3 of my previous pregnancies. I'm thinking my body's already going, okay, she already has the excess body fat stores to begin with that we need to sustain the baby. So I think I'm really going to start gaining weight from this point as the baby puts on layers of fat and really starts growing, because before this point most of it's all bones and cartilage and eyelids forming and cute little fingernails and things like that that are developing. And now is really beginning the growth period where I should see more weight coming on because the baby's putting on weight. At least that's my best hypothesis at this point. I don't know. My doctor isn't worried about it. She says it's perfectly fine. She says I'm doing great. And the baby size is right on track. So that is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to show you guys where my bump is at right now. Right now, I am right about here. So I don't have a huge bump. Of course, my bump does get bigger as the day goes along because, you know, you're eating and your organs kind of like push everything out and you're not, you know, laying down in bed all night, so your stomach isn't as flat. It's about 3 o'clock right now, so my stomach is about right at its normal baby size. Other than that, I really haven't noticed any of the typical pregnancy symptoms. My hair is not retaining as much hair as it usually does. I'm having normal levels of fallout. My skin actually is a little bit better than it normally is, but I don't know if I can completely attribute that to being pregnant. I think that's more attributed to not being able to wear makeup as much as I usually do, because, you know, I'm laying in bed with, you know, yoga pants and a top knot and like, please can I be done hurting now? So that's probably why is the lack of constant makeup on my face that's causing it. That's all I can really think of that's been going on. Other than that, it's finally starting to warm up here. It's right around 55 to 65 degrees on a regular day, and we're finally getting into a warming period that's going to be taking us up into the 70s, and it's sunny out, which is awesome because I hate when it's gray and gloomy during spring here. So it's really starting to brighten up and get more sunny, which is amazing because I love the sunshine. It really, really improves my mood a lot. I'm going to be trying to film more videos for you guys on the days when I'm feeling good, so I can actually have some videos to put out and not make you guys go weeks and weeks without videos. I feel so bad. I am behind on reviewing so many products. There's a ton of products in the stores I haven't even had a chance to pick up and look at yet. I haven't had a lot of chance to play around with spring and summer makeup looks, so I'm going to be wanting to bring some of those to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little update on my pregnancy and what's going on in my world right now. If you guys are pregnant right now, or you had any pregnancy stories of having issues, kidney stones, hip pain, anything that you want to share with me, I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. And if you're not pregnant, how are you doing today? Tell me how you're doing. Are you having a good day, a bad day? I'm curious. I want to know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me at joannabrooks.net and on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.